just talking to Ryan Kelly about this time of year. It's tough for a lot of these guys. You went through that early in your career. Do you have any lessons that you can impart on the young guys who are kind of on the bubble or going through some things right now?
It'll work out the way it's supposed to work out. Whether you make a practice squad or you get claimed and elevated by another team, or just go back to the life you had before all this happened. So, whatever position you end up in, you just gotta be your best at it. So you become a practice squad player, you gotta perfect your role within that, fulfill that role to help the team win. If you elevate it, then great for you, and it's just a promotion at that point. Something that you really gotta be intentional about, going forward, because then again, that's still an opportunity where it's a job interview, even after the fact. It's never over till it's over. So, going back to the life that you had before this, finishing up school, whatever that is, just doing your best at that. So, I think all the opportunities and where you end up is all a great opportunity to to be your best self. So, if you see failure for what it is, I don't really see it as a failure for the guys that they do get cut. I think that just shows the grit and the strength that you had to even get to that point. So, good luck to all the guys that's going through.
And among the best in the world, even get in the door, right?
Right.
So,
Did you have that mature outlook when your first year or not?
If I was to put myself in those shoes whenever I was a rookie in New England, trying to make a team, I feel like at the time being, heading into this weekend, obviously, I felt like I had done everything that I could, and I was just gonna let the pieces shake out. My teammates were more confident in me than I was myself. Just saying, I remember all the rookies were at the hotel and we were all talking about, what's gonna happen, and they were always saying that, you're gonna be on a team regardless. I honestly didn't understand the process, the waiver process, or whatever it is. All I knew is the team got to be cut down to 53 guys. So if I'm on it, I'm on it. If not, then I'm just gonna find my way. I had dropped out of school at this point in time, so if it didn't work out, I was gonna finish up school at Valdosta State and try to be an editor or whatever it was from there. And I got the call the next day that I was gonna be a coach.
thank God you can sit down here with us.
Like your teammates give you that confidence. Do you try to impart some of that to the younger guys on the roster now?
Instilling confidence?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there for them whenever they need something. They have a question or they want to get better at a certain thing, or if I see something in them, whether or not they need to get better at, or something great that they did, like Micah, for instance. So you got to show those guys that type of positivity that you have for them. You never know how much that does for them. And I just see, if I see something, I tell myself not to walk by it. Their moment is their moment. You gotta celebrate with them. You gotta have that joy. So that's the type of team that I am.
Kenny, what is that balance like? I mean, you talk about it all the time, having a ton of gratitude, but also being super hungry for like what's next. So how do you walk that line? I guess chase whatever you're chasing.
That's a great question. I think just being in the moment, just being 29 now, just understanding that the league, you won't be in the league forever. You're not gonna have a 20-year career, 30, whatever it is. You never know what happens on a year-to-year basis where if you're gonna still be in or not. I try to keep the chip on my shoulder each day because I know what it was like, being a D2 athlete, just trying to make it out, trying to be seen, needed some type of exposure, and then obviously being here now, I don't want to take it for granted, and then just having humility. That's not something that I necessarily have to try to do. It was already instilled in me as a kid, so it just feels like it's just who I am at this point. I I just have a deep appreciation for the job on a day-to-day basis, and I know what goes into it. And the good and bad, you just can't get too high, too low. So just trying to stay in that fine line of giving it your best, and then obviously being sane and clear-headed at the end of the day.
I don't think we asked you about this, I might have missed it, but you bought your own house.
Mhm.
So can you explain how cool that was to surprise her? We saw the video and I was like, dang, that's gotta be like a
Yeah.
moment for you.
It was great. It was great. I honestly just can't even put it into words. The type of moment that, you know, the effect that it had on my family. She's a brand new woman. I feel like, you know, just having her own piece of land, piece of her own sanctuary, you know, type of say. So I got the best way that I can describe. You know, she's in paradise each day. So you know, I'm happy for it. So I can't wait to go back down to celebrate again with her and all her friends. I know everybody is super proud of her. So it was a great time.
Kenny, they've seen that AR kind of operates pretty well in the no huddle, you know, when the opportunity arises. And I wonder, from a defensive perspective, when teams go quick like that, what are the challenges? How much stress does that put on you? Obviously, you don't panic.
As a defender?
Yeah, from a defensive standpoint.
I think it's just testing everybody to be sharp mentally. And then obviously after the snap, there's a physical part about it as well. You know, obviously you get a little endurance tested. But everybody on the field has to be, you know, that much sharper. So not even just yourself, but everybody. It'll take all of us to win this play. So you just gotta win the cycle of the snap and reset from there. But if it's a drive that they're trying to do it all drive, you know that it's just something that they're just trying to get off of the defense. They just want something to be off for them to either go back, you know, later in the game or come back to it down that drive. So something that we just have to stay positive, and we got to be communication aware when that sort of thing is going on over the course of a game.
So they're looking for you to make a mistake. They're waiting for you.
Yeah, that's what no huddle is. Yep.